Hello, my name is Alasso Travesser. I'm going to give a little introduction to Tab Groups Helper. Tab Groups Helper is a Firefox add-on designed to help you manage your tab groups. This is actually a UI, an extended UI for Firefox default tab groups, otherwise known as Panorama. So first let's talk about just a few of the different ways that you can interface with tab groups. If this is your first time using Tab Groups Helper, you will be presented with um, the default installation showing the groups bar. That's what my cursor is mousing over here. The groups bar is actually an interface pretty involved in itself. And I talk about that particular interview in another video, and you can find the link for that below. So I'm not going to talk about the groups bar in this video. So what we'll do is, to start off with, we'll hide the groups bar and talk about some of the other interfaces. Probably one of the quickest, simplest interfaces would be simply to right-click on a tab, and you can see in the tab context menu there's Tab Groups Helper. And the pop-up menu opens up, and there's various options here, and then also a list of your groups. Your current group is bolded, and you notice if you mouse over each of the groups, it will show a preview showing all of the tabs that are in the group. Admittedly, some of these are off of the board. Let me move it over to the left a little bit, and you can see them a little better. These menus, these previews, they're called, they can be actually hidden. If you want to switch to a group, you can just merely click on the group. You can also, if you want to switch to a group and to a particular tab on the group, and your previews are turned on in preferences, you can actually click on that particular tab, and it will switch to that group and that tab. There's some options up here. Of course, show hide groups bar. We already saw what that does. Shows and hides the groups bar. We will hide that again. And you can right click on any tab in the tabs bar to get this menu. Manage groups, that shows our main UI. You'll notice this is a panel that shows your groups, or can show your groups, several of them. You can hide some of them. You can basically configure this any way you want. That's about all I'm going to talk about for now. That too is pretty complex in itself, and I will talk about that in its own video as well, and the URL for that will be posted below. So basically this is just an overview, so you can see what things are here and how to find them. More things in the context menu. New group will open the main UI. I call this the main UI panel with a new group starter, so you can begin a new group there. Arrange groups order. This pops up a little window that will allow us to arrange the groups in the order that we want. We have two choices. We can just simply sort them lexicographically, or if we uncheck that, we can order them in a custom manner. We do that just simply by dragging the group titles to the position we want. And so whatever change we made here will be reflected in all of the UIs. For example, I just changed the order to miscellaneous, more stuff, and anything. So now when I show my group previews here, it's in the same order: miscellaneous, more stuff, and anything. The next option would be to bookmark all groups, and that we can do just simply by clicking on that. Now if we look in our bookmarks, I've already done it with a few here, but this is the one we created just recently. It will title it Tab Groups and the date and time, and that naming convention is discussed in Preferences. And so now you'll see a bookmark folder named Tab Groups. Within the bookmark folder are individual bookmark folders which show the names of the groups. Within those groups, each tab was bookmarked. It's not, I'm sorry, my viewport isn't wide enough here to show it, but I'll show this a little bit later in a different vein. And another thing, if we hover over the groups, we'll also see bookmark all tabs as group. What this would do would basically do the same thing we just did, except for one single group. So I'm going to bookmark more stuff as a single group. And we look in bookmarks and we see more stuff here. We can see our tabs, the page that was in the tabs have been individually bookmarked. And this provides for a way if we're not using a group for a while and we want to save resources and we're not concerned about forward back history and all of that stuff for the tabs, this provides a way of preserving that group at a very low cost of resources. And that pretty much covers the basic overview. The other thing I want to show you is TGH has a toolbar button that is very handy to use, and you can look for the Tab Groups Helper toolbar button, and with a big T, grab it up, drag it up to your toolbar. We'll exit Customize here. And this basically is just a quick link to exactly what we were looking at before in the tab context menu. So there's no point in going over all of these. It's just a different access point. And also you have you can click the button and this will open the main UI. And you can actually configure that button to open the main UI with a new group. And as one user requested, I think I'm going to fulfill that. He requested that we could also configure it to show the group toggle, the groups bar instead. And that will be coming up. So basically that is an overview of Tab Groups Helper. And again, there's 2 more videos. One will discuss the groups bar at length, and another will discuss the main UI panel. Main UI panel, groups bar, and we'll discuss those things at length, and the links for those videos will be posted at in the comments in the video. Thank you for watching.